my hair's still wet. I'm just letting it air dry today for the health of it. So we're just gonna let it look a little horrendous for a few hours. Y'all already know this is the Baby Bat Beauty Midnight Mascara. This is the best mascara ever, in my opinion. It gives me so much with my lashes. Want more information? I have a couple videos of it on my channel, so just go check those out. So it's gonna be one of those technical difficulty days. I see how it is, camera. It just shut off. But anyways, it's from the Sparrow Cosmetics Lord of the Rings collection, so I know I should know how to pronounce that. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but you guys know what I'm saying. Anyways, I love this blush. It's just like the perfect mauve-y, peachy, pinky. It's the perfect blush shade. And my favorite blush from them by far is Lonely Hearts Club, but this takes a decent second. And I just love their blushes so much, especially for me as someone who doesn't wear foundation. Using a powder blush is iffy because it can go patchy real quick. These I've just found just work beautifully on foundation, without foundation, whatever you want. So yeah, basically any Sparrow Cosmetics blush, but this is the one that I have been like. Alright, next goes for bronzer. I have not worn bronzer for a long time, mostly because it's winter, but also because it's hard to find a bronzer that actually looks okay on my skin, and I just kind of come to the terms that I am just not a bronzed goddess, and bronzer is just not going to look quite right on me. But lately, I've been kind of, if you haven't realized on my channel and my Instagram and stuff like that, I've kind of been dabbling into the lower waist community, more sustainable-ish, and within that community there's lots of DIY things, and I made my own bronzer. But this is what it is if you're not into just loose powder stuff, even though I find that this is really easy to work with, and then I have this much bronzer, and when am I gonna run out of this? Never. So it also smells like chocolate. It's literally just cocoa powder and arrowroot powder to lighten it. So with this you can literally you can totally cater the color of bronzer to your skin because you're making it yourself. And like I made a pretty light one because I'm pretty fair, and I feel like it works. It's what I'm wearing today. I just feel like it works perfectly with my skin. So love that. That's just in this guy, and leads me to my next favorite. Take my brush, pat it in there, or even if I just have a little bit of powder on the lid, it's literally really easy. So if powdered products scare you, like, just put it in a jar that's gonna be easy for you to use. And then I just put it in the lid, and then I swirl it in and really make sure it's like all evenly coated around my brush, tap it off, and then I go ham. And I love it. It smells like chocolate too. That's never a bad thing, but the scent does, like, it's not a strong scent on your face if that's also what you're worried about. So I've been loving that, especially since I have not really found many bronzers that I do love. This is amazing. I highly recommend if there's some kind of cosmetic product like a bronzer that you just can't find one that works good with your skin tone, kind of play around with making your own, because you can make it your own. So that leads me into my next favorites, which I feel like this is like I talk about these all the time. Ecotools brushes are my favorite brushes ever. I just feel like nothing compares to them. I just feel like they are so good, especially for like the price you're paying for them. My camera is doing some weird stuff. They are not made out of real hairs, like they are cruelty free and whatever, so that's awesome. But I also find that they're so soft, like so good. And they just, eyes, face, whatever, they just blend product beautifully, they apply product beautifully. They are beautiful and amazing. And I'm not just talking about these three brushes, although I do really like these three brushes. The full powder brush, the blend and bronzing brush, and the sheer powder brush. But I love these. I like to use this one for blush, this sheer powder brush. I just find that it's perfect. And also, my camera is doing this weird thing where it's like, it has these levels and it goes up, and then it stops recording. Someone please help, because I don't know what that is, and I'm like, I consider myself kind of a tech guru, but I have no idea and I need to Google it. But anyways, so yeah, I do find that Ecotools has a tendency to like switch their brushes and like how they make them. I found that with a couple different brushes, so just kind of be careful with that. Although I do find that whether it's their old one or their new one, like they're both pretty good. they both rock anyways. So yeah, that sucks though. Ecotools, stick to it, man. If you're gonna make something, stick to it. So my next favorite is, I feel like I've posted about this a lot on my Instagram, but I have been wearing this a lot. If I wear lipstick that's not a liquid lipstick, this is what I'm wearing. And I haven't been wearing a lot of liquid lipstick lately, so this has been my go-to for my lips and my cheeks actually. This is the shade Amelia. It's by Sparrow Cosmetics. It is a cream lipstick, and this packaging is just beautiful. And this shade, I love it. I love it so much. I use it on my lips, use it on my cheeks as a cream blush, and it lasts so freaking long, you guys. I have other cream blushes like the Milk one from Flower Beauty, and this lasts way longer than them. This lasts way longer than like traditional cheek cream products. It's so good, you guys. So there's a 2-in-1 for you if you are looking for a good indie lipstick, but also kind of like, I also would like to find a good cream blush. Well, there you have it for you, and it is an adorable, and it is in an adorable container. So, but I have a few other like cosmetic-y things. The first one, a couple of these overlap from my recent sustainability video or whatever, and that is, so I'm not gonna like hang around on these too much, but my homemade toothpaste, which is baking soda and coconut oil, half and half. It is amazing. It whitens my teeth way more than any commercial four times whiter smile in just like a week or whatever than that. This does way more than that, and my teeth feel way cleaner, and you're not putting all those chemicals into your body, so I love this. I'm pretty sure this is Blue Alice's. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name, her username, her recipe, but yeah, it's amazing, you guys. Staying on with teeth cleaning, my favorite toothbrush so far, I switched to a bamboo toothbrush. It's the Go Woo brand, Go Woo bamboo toothbrush. It's not made of boar hairs, so it is cruelty free, but then this is also biodegradable. So yeah, I love it. Also, there's different colors, so my sister, whenever she comes and stays with me, Caitlin, you haven't come and hung out with me in forever up here, she'll get her own little color toothbrush, and then like, I don't have to be like, oh great, I have like 4 bamboo toothbrushes in my cupboard, but I don't know which one is whose, you know? I don't know if that's a concern that anybody has, but I've been really liking this one, and I have used a bamboo toothbrush before this one, but the bristles went flat so quick, and I just found that it did not do a good job brushing my teeth because the bristles were so soft that it kind of put a bad taste of bamboo toothbrushes in my mouth. Did that make sense? But after trying this one, that's like been redeemed, so yeah, whatever. Next one is my deodorant. You guys, I tell you freaking what, I have tried so many natural deodorants. I've tried Crystal, I've tried doTERRA, I've tried Smith's, I've tried like at least 4 other ones, and they either do absolutely nothing, they make me sweat more, they give me so many ingrown hairs, or like zits in my armpits, or a rash. You don't want to have zits or rashes in your armpits. That's not, okay, this flower's in my armpit right now. That's not really ideal. And this is the deodorant of my dreams. It doesn't have any awful ingredients in it. It is just arrowroot powder, coconut oil, and baking soda. Yeah, it's in a jar, so you do scoop it and put it on your pits, but it's not as gross as you think it is. And I do sweat a little bit more. I used to have like profuse sweating, TMI in case you want to know. I have a huge video on that, on how I fixed that, which was a struggle. Like, I struggled with it for a lot of years, so go check that out if that is something of your needs. But so I do have a history of sweating, and I do, like, my boyfriend, he cannot wear deodorant, and he does not sweat, he does not stink, he never smells like body odor. It's the weirdest thing, but his mom has that too, so like, lucky butts. Anyways, I can't do that. So this is the deodorant I use, and I just recently made it and tried it out, and I was like, are you kidding me? I've been trying natural deodorants for like 2 years now, and all I had to do was make my own with stuff I already had in my house. So anyways, this is amazing and a huge lifesaver, and I can't believe that I tried so many natural deodorants, and this is all I needed. Last kind of cosmetic-y thing, I think, I don't know, is my safety razor, and I kind of talked about this in my sustainability video as well. So if you want to hear more about it, there's some there. But this safety razor is from Albatross, and I love it. It gives me the closest shave. Looks spooky, but it's really not. It's not that bad. I haven't nicked myself yet, and I'm the queen of nicking myself. So whenever you need to switch your blade, and instead of spending like 15 bucks for like 3 replacement blades, you get like 10 replacement blades for like $1 or $2, which is amazing. And these blades, I do find, last longer than my other razors. And I did use like traditional women's razors, but then I switched to men's razors because men's razors are way better than women's razors. But then I switched to this, and this is way better than both of those. So, and then you don't have all that big hunk of plastic that you can't recycle. So awesome. My next thing, I guess this is kind of a cosmetic thing, but not really. It's a brush cleaner. So it's kind of just this piece with all these metal things. I actually got this for Christmas. My mom gave it to me. I'm sure you could find one that's like wooden or bamboo so that this is more sustainable, but I mean, this is gonna last forever. It helps clean out your brush, and I wouldn't actually know how well this works because I have a hair phobia. So my boyfriend or my sister clean out my brush for me. Thank you, you guys. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. So, but Kyle, my boyfriend, says that this works awesome, and whenever he has to clean out my brush, he's like, where's your hair brush cleaner? Or whatever. So, yeah, this has been awesome. Not that I clean out my own hairbrush, but I've heard it works really good. So, my next favorite is this little guy. He's on his charger right now. And that is Duets. It is a speaker. Let me actually play so you can kind of hear like the sound quality. I mean, you're not going to be able to hear how loud it is or presentation of the sound quality because it's on my camera. I'm also going to be lowering the volume so that it doesn't like destroy your ears in editing, but let me just kind of show you. It's so small, but it packs a punch. It's perfect for just like throwing in the bathroom when I'm in the shower because I like to listen to music when I'm in the shower. So yeah, let me try and find something to represent. Maybe playing metal doesn't help. So yeah, I don't know if that did any justice, but this gets very loud and the quality is not compromised or anything. I love it so much. It just plugs into a cord, you plug it into the wall, it charges. It's all good. So mine is the little goldfish. My mom actually gave me this for Christmas a few years back. So yeah, I love it. It's amazing. And it's not complicated at all. You just press that button, have the Bluetooth on your phone, and you are good to go. Let's just talk about tea, since I just drank some tea. This is not the tea I'm drinking right now. Actually, I'm drinking yerba mate, which is another favorite, but yerba mate is just always my favorite. However, lately I've tried a locally made yerba mate. I got it at my Good Food store. So go to your Good Food store, look and see. Locally made teas generally just, I find, taste way better. They're like, have the ability to be way stronger and stuff like that. A tea company that is like my favorite, Hedge Witch Apothecaries. This is the Harvest Moon Autumn Tea, which I am pretty sure, here's what it looks like in the back. I am like saving this like it's my baby because I'm pretty sure that this was limited edition to had a burp to fall, but I love this flavor, but I also have tried a few other of their teas and I love their teas. So if you're just looking for a good tea company in general, Hedge Witch Apothecary teas, they're amazing. The flavor is just so complex, and just like this one is so like fall spicy, and it's like as close as a tea comes to apple cider, like that same feeling it gives you in the fall, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess apple cider just gives me fall feelings all the time because we used to live on an apple orchard and fall is the time we would harvest and like make apple cider. But so to me it's just very like nostalgic and like, ooh, like a breath of fall air. It's, yeah. Anyways, so keep an eye out, especially in the fall, for their teas and whatever blends they have going specifically for the fall. I'm pretty sure this was limited edition for the fall. Anyways, is this towel? It is actually Fiona's towel, but the brand Bone Dry, and it's like a microfiber towel. I think that's what it's called. And if you have a dog, any dog obviously, but if your dog especially has hair instead of fur, like Fiona, she's a golden doodle, so she has poodle hair. Her hair is literally like a sponge. I will give her a bath, and then you could take sections of her hair and squeeze it, and it just like wrings out like a sponge. And you can do that like 4 or 5 times, and as much water will come out as the first time. She is a walking sponge, is what she is. So this towel is absolutely magic for drying her off. I actually have 2 for her because she is a big dog and she needs 2, because they're not, I mean, they're big. They're pretty big, but it is just helpful having 2 after her bath, because she does soak up so much water depending on how long her fur is at the time, which right now it's pretty long. I don't know how I would dry her off and not have a soaking wet house if I wasn't using these. My next favorite, second to last, is my bullet journal, and this just, since like my junior year of high school, I've always had like a planner type thing, because I'm too like scatterbrained. I'm very dyslexic. I can't keep things organized like for the life of me. If I don't have it written down in my book, odds are I'm not going to remember it. So I did have just a plain planner for a while that was already written out for you. But my friend Faith actually got me into bullet journaling, like actual bullet journaling, and it's amazing because you get to just do whatever the heck you want. You don't have to carry around a planner and then a notebook and then all this stuff, because you can make literally whatever spread you want. So this is just my weekly right now. It's looking very sad. This month I just haven't cared like other months. It totally depends on how much, oh, my foot is cramping. Month to month, how, obviously you can decorate it however you want each month. Oh, my foot's cramping. So there's plenty of videos on my foot. I'm just gonna sit like this for a second because my foot. There's plenty of videos on YouTube on bullet journal setups and stuff, but this is just my weekly for this month. However, like, oh god, I have a page set up for like DIY things since I've gotten into this low waste thing. I have like different recipes here and then different ingredients and like what they benefit and stuff like that. And I know that's a pretty like messy setup for a page, but I just kind of do what works for me. I'm so dyslexic. I've given up on having amazing handwriting and having it look all perfect or whatever. And I also love to plan my YouTube videos out in here. Lots of times I will write a YouTube page and then an Instagram page, and then I'll put like some ideas or stuff that I want to get done. Put my packing list for Florida in here. Like, you can just put, it's all your notebooks in one, and you can, it's endless, so that's awesome. That was my March month like opening page or whatever you want to call it. So I started a project planning section in my notebook, and let me make sure there's nothing you guys can't. Like, this is just what it's set up like. It's the project and like the difficulty level, all the steps you need for it to be done, any extra notes or whatever on it. And I find that it's amazing. I love doing this for different big projects I have, like whether videos. I also do it for YouTube videos, and I literally love it. You can do whatever you want. Flip through, here's my January page. It could be as simple as you want, it could be as intricate as you want. Just kind of have fun with it. My friend Faith got me into it, so she needs to be doing bullet journal videos on her YouTube channel. Faith, step it up, okay? Step it up, Faith. She has way more to offer as far as advice than I do. But anyways, yeah, so I've been loving that. It helps keep me organized, and then all my stuff is just in one book, which is so helpful. And I know at first it's kind of like, I'm probably ranting on too much about this, and I know at first it's probably like, well, I don't think I have the time to write out my thing, why don't I just use a planner? And that's totally how I thought at first, and I thought I was not organized to organize out my own planner, but it turns out once you get like a month or so in, you get the hang of it like this, and then you really know what you're using and what you're not, and what you can incorporate that would help, and what, you know, you can get rid of. Like my monthly plan, I can pretty much whip out in like no time. But yeah, so I know at first it seemed like such a big deal and like there's no way I can do that, or I might as well just do something else, but it totally has just changed the game for me. And yeah, I can literally put anything and everything in here. So I lied, I actually have two more favorites. First off, I will go quickly on because I have a video on it. So yeah, these are just my little plant babies. I hope you like them. This one just has a succulent in it that just kind of like goes out. I don't know, man. Anyways, I have a whole video on it if you want to make your own babies or want to watch me make babies. And my last favorite is maybe unnecessary to talk about in here because I know that like you guys can get it and it wouldn't have the same meaning to you, but it is this stuffed bunny, and my mom actually made it for me when she was pregnant with me. The stitching is beautiful. My mom's so good at sewing and I feel like I'm not good at anything. But yeah, I just think it's funny how even though she made this for me before I was even born, that it is so much so my style now. Nostalgic for me, but yeah, so it's just a little like memento type thing. Since I am off in college now, I mean, I'm only like an hour away from my family, so obviously this is just a favorite of all time, but I just thought I would mention it. So yeah. Do you see a squirrel outside? Do you see him? He's cute, huh? Oh, he's cute. Oh no. I made a mistake. Okay. So anyways, I will see you in my next video if you watch it. Thank you so much for watching.